Welcome. It's Sophia from Junkie Forever, and today's video is going to be a trash talking video. Quite literally, I'm going to be discussing all my empties, and the reason I'm not holding it up right here is because there's a lot, and it's all spread out. So let's get into it right now. I'm going to leave chapter breaks down below. If you like these videos, please follow me for more. I will be doing these every 3 to 4 months, just so I don't have a huge video to do at the very end, although this is probably going to be a long video. Also, I moved at the beginning of this year, or like about 2 months ago, so I recorded the stuff that I used up while I was in the other apartment because I was not about to move with trash, and I'm going to leave all that at the end of this video. So let's get into it right now. I'm going to start with base products, and the first product I want to talk about is actually something I did not like, and it is this what are these things called? Glowy Super Gel in Star Glow. Don't like it. Don't like it. Woo, caught it. Don't like it. Upside down. Don't like it. And I don't like it because it's really thin, which is not a problem, but it doesn't have enough of that shimmer or glimmer to actually show up on the skin. So it really doesn't come through foundation. It's so thin that it actually moves the foundation. If I put this on top as a highlighter, if I mix it in with the foundation, it doesn't look very good. It just changes the formula of the foundation. Even if I wear it completely on its own, I don't like it because at that point it just looks the same on me as my skincare. That's it. That's all it does. Sadly, I actually have another one of these in my collection because this came in a Sephora Favorites holiday set, and I wanted other products in that set, and I wanted two of those, so I wound up with two of these. I'm not really like trying to use up the other one that I have of this. I'm just gonna keep that in my makeup library to compare it to other glowy products that come in the future, but not a favorite of mine. Moving on, I also used up this Hourglass Mineral Veil Primer. This was okay. I remember loving this in the past, but not so much this time. It was completely new when I started it in December, and then I incorporated this into my project pan and used it up in no time at all. It had a ton of dimethicone, which felt really lovely on the skin, but it wasn't blurring my pores quite the way that I remember it doing, or blurring my skin quite the way I remember it doing years ago. It might just be literally because I'm multiple years older. I am glad to be done with it though. It was definitely past the expiration date down here. It worked fine, but definitely expired according to this. The next primer I used up is a very expensive one. It is the By Terry Impervious Elixir de Pearl in the shade Imperial Rose. This was something that was limited edition many years ago, and I think this is like over $100 for this jar. I thought it was very pretty, but not unique these days. But I think when this came into my collection, and it was gifted to me at the time, when this came into my collection, it was definitely a unique product. It was a shimmery base, something that the Charlotte Tilbury and the Charlotte Tilbury one and the Say are trying to reproduce. But this was stunning on the skin. Oh, it was beautiful. I wish it was still available and be not that expensive. And another primer I finished up is this Urban Decay All Nighter Face Primer. I completely used all of that up. I am glad to have gotten an opportunity to use it. I absolutely loved it. I thought it was beautiful on the skin. I really did. It did a very good job of holding on to the products, very much like the e.l.f. Power Grip, but that is like so much less expensive. But this was beautiful. It really was. Yet another primer, I guess you could call it, I used up, or just a shimmery product, is this Marc Jacobs. Oh my gosh, I really used that up. This Marc Jacobs Tantalized Dewdrops Coconut Gel Highlighter. This I used as a shimmery product for my chest. I mixed it with, what did I mix it with? Lotions and potions. I mixed that with with lotions and body creams because it was too deep on me. I had this for way too long and it had dried out, so I was able to use it from 0 to 100, like completely use it up in just basically 2 months. And that was a shame, but I did not like the scent, so I'm okay with that. Yeah, it was a very clinical scent. I don't know if that was because this was old or because there was always a scent on it, but I'm glad to be done with this one. I used up two foundations. The first one is this Urban Decay Stay Naked Hydromaniac Tinted Glow Hydrator. I had it in the shade 20. I thought this was really beautiful, very thin, very nice. I know it looks like there's still some product down there, but there actually isn't. There is windowing down here that shows that it's like completely used up. There's nothing more. I really thought this was very pretty. I use this as part of my project pan. There's really not much more to say about it. I'm going to move on to the next one. And the next foundation I used up is this Tarte Amazonian Clay Full Coverage Foundation in the shade Ivory. If you've been following me either here or on Instagram for any length of time, really, but definitely like a while back, you know I loved this so much that I kept recommending it. Every sale I was recommending it because I loved it so much. I've gone through multiple tubes of this. This was one of those really lovely, perfecting foundations. It was very thick. It was mousse-like. I always loved it. It's definitely one of those foundations that would just be like your face would be just perfected the whole day, perfected. Really loved this. Very thick though. I don't think I'm gonna, I think they reformulated this, but I don't think I'm gonna buy that just yet because first of all, I have a lot of foundations, but B, I'm really into the thinner formulas right now. I also used up the Makeup by Mario Soft Sculpt Transformer Skin Enhancer in the shade Light Medium. This was not very hard to use up. I actually used it up in like 7 weeks because there's only 5 grams of product in this. Anyway, I love this product. I think it's very beautiful. It's disappointing that there's only 5 grams of product in this because it's so nice. I wanted to use it every single day. Really nice, thin product. Mwah. I love this so much that I will be buying it again, but probably will wait for another sale and I'll use up a couple more cream products before I get that. You know, I'm actually part of the way there, so I'm okay with waiting a little bit longer. I also used up this Edward Best All Over Seduction Illuminator in shade Paradise. It's a little cute little compact. Very nice product, I would say. This was actually phenomenal as a cream blush. I do miss it. I know they still have this, they make this, but this little tiny compact 1.79, okay, 1.8 grams of product is like, I think 40 something dollars. So I don't know if that's particularly worth it when there are other products on the market that are just as lovely. Another product I used up, and they don't make this anymore. It is the Wet n Wild Color Icon Bronzer, bronzer in Reserve Your Cabana. This is the last one that I have. I used it up completely. There is nothing left, and I do miss this quite a lot. This was a really lovely product, but it is gone and they don't make it anymore. Let's move on to lip products. Spoiler alert, if you watch my project pan, there will be some spoilers in this video. So the first ones I used up are lip liners by Jouer. What are the full names on these? These are the Longwear Creme lip liners. And this one was in the shade Pink Champagne Shimmer. Is there enough left for me to swatch? Not really even. But this was really beautiful. I don't think they make these anymore. Jouer is like a really great company in my opinion. And I'm sad that they don't make that one. And the second one is actually part of my one of these part of my project pan. I can't remember which one right now. I think it was the one that I just showed you. But this was the second one on top. These were like really lovely, and I'm glad that I got use out of them. I loved using them all over the lips. They did not come off easily, which was great. They're very long wearing. Another lip liner I used up, finally, hallelujah, because I don't like it, is a Charlotte Tilbury Lip Cheat in Pillow Talk. There wasn't much left. You'd think that I could actually, you know, sharpen this, but no, every time I sharpen it, it just keeps breaking. I just keep sharpening and sharpening, and I can no longer do it. It's done and over with. I do not like this. The formula is just a little bit too hard for me. I know a lot of people love this. Not for me. I'm glad to be done with this. Let's move on to lip glosses. This lip gloss is the Fenty Beauty Gloss Balm. So this was in Diamond Milk, and that is actually the clear, shiny one, which I didn't like. I just could not make that work. So I was using it with other products, and so that's why there's that color. I would literally just like mix things and put other wands into it, and I'm glad to be done with it. I really hated it. This shade was the original shade was not good for me. I do not recommend that one. Do not get that. Another lip gloss I used up is actually a tinted lip oil. It is this Merit Beauty, what are these called? Shade Slick Tinted Lip Oil in the shade Pink Beat. I love this so much that I actually removed the stopper and used it all up to the last drop, and I will keep doing that. I will keep buying this one. I think I really love this shade in particular, and I will keep buying that. Let me see if I can swatch this at all. Is there anything left for me to swatch? Just the tiniest bit, just enough to tell you that I absolutely love it, and it is a beautiful product that I highly recommend you look into it. Glad to be finished with it because I had it for a while, but will keep buying it. Moving on to lipsticks, the first one that I used up is this Urban Decay Vice lipstick in Naked, and I used it all up. I dug into it. I used it on my lips for as long as I could, up until it was like flushed against the plastic receptacle, I guess you can call it. And then I dug into it and I put it out and put it into another compact, and then used that as a blush, and it was lovely. Whoa, that was a beautiful shade. I am so glad I got an opportunity to use it like that because it was just like a stunning blush. I used two other lipsticks. They're the same formula, so I'm just going to show them together. And so these are the Guerlain Kiss Kiss Rose Lips in Wonder Violet. And when I say I used up, I even dug in a little bit into it. I don't want to dig too far in because I just have so much in the way of lip products. There's literally no reason for me to be doing that. And the other one I used up is Crazy Bouquet, which is this reddish shade. It was beautiful. These were just like kind of sheer, and I really loved them. Really, really loved them. So I'm sad that they no longer make those, but glad I got an opportunity to use them up. The next product I didn't actually use up. It went bad on me, and I tried to do some stuff with it, which is why you'll see that it's actually empty, completely empty, which is good actually because this product went bad on me. It was basically brand new, used it just a handful of times, I would say. And it is sad because this was the Chanel Rouge Allure Velvet 317 La Précieuse. It was a beautiful red shade, but it went bad on me because I was so precious with it that I wouldn't use it. And so it went bye-bye. And I know that because it started smelling like crayons, and very, very strongly of crayons, to the point where I was not willing to put it on my lips anymore. I did try to use it as a blush, but that was a horrible idea because this was a blue-based red. Like seriously blue-based red. Let me see if there's anything in here for me to swatch. Yeah, there's just enough for me to swatch, though if you'll see that my nails are dirty for the next. It's really blue based. There is no one who can wear blush that shade. So with that undertone. So sadly, this is Gonzo. I've already cleaned it out as you saw, so I can take it to Nordstrom and drop it off in their beauty box so they can recycle it. But the main point I'm trying to make here is use your products. Use your really nice, fancy products. What are you saving it for? Why are you being precious with it? Don't be. Use them, enjoy them, because I barely use this. Like, barely, barely use this. So, yep, not a good thing. Not using products because I'm being precious with them for whatever reason is going to be a thing for me this year because the next three products were also problematic because of that. The first one is this Marc Jacobs highliner in my favorite shade of all shades, in the shade Odyssey. And I was so excited to use this year. I was putting it in my project pan, and as I was putting it in my project pan, this fell out. Like literally the whole thing fell out just as I was like just raising this. So, well, no, 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 no. Stop saving things is all I'm going to say in this video. The next item I was saving, for whatever reason, I have no idea why, was this Kat Von D, not KVD Vegan Beauty, Kat Von D tattoo liner in the 5th anniversary, I believe, edition. That's why it's gold. And technically, there's product in there. I just opened it not too long ago. Technically, it works. But when I go to put this on my eye, nope, it's too dry. It's too dry. It just does not, it doesn't work on the eyes. So it is what it is. The last product like that was the Bobbi Brown eyeliner. I can't remember anything else about it, but I did use this one up. Problem is, when I first bought this many, many, many moons ago, it was really soft and smudgy, and using this up this time around was really difficult because it had turned really hard and tough. So while I used it up, and I'm glad, it was a bit of a difficult product to use. I will count all of these products in my empties, and I will count them in my totals because I tried to use those products up, and I did my best. Moving on to other products I actually used up. I used up this Tarte Man Eater mascara in this tiny one. It's an okay mascara. It's got a brush like, I don't know if you can see it. It's got the tiniest little bristles. So it's actually not a bad mascara, but it dried out fast. Talking about mascaras that have potential bristle issues, This is a declutter actually. I love the formula on this. And this is the new L'Oreal Paris Telescopic Lift Mascara. This is the one with all the controversy. The problem with this, it's a great mascara. The problem with this is that I kept injuring myself with this. It's got this, like, I don't know if you can see it, like almost like a paddle like brush, where this is all flat at the top, and then the bristles are different sizes. Like this side is longer, this side is shorter. The problem with that was, not only was I, in order to get this to do its job, you have to put it really close to the eye, not the eyelashes, the eye, to get to the very base. And, I just kept injuring myself with the bristles because they're like really pointy and sharp on this side, particularly. So one day I just had enough. Because it was every single time without fail, no matter how careful I was. And then on top of that, this would hit either my lashes, or the bristles would hit like my skin, and then I had to remove that, but I already have makeup on. I just decided to get rid of it. Sad, because I really like this product. Maybe what I'll do is I'll use the wand from another one of my mascaras and then see if that works, but really don't want to have to do that. The other mascara I used up, though I don't remember much about it, is this Lancome Lash Idole mascara. It was an okay mascara. I don't think it was surprising in any way. I don't really think it did anything for me that was incredible. It's got a curved brush with like the tiniest rubber bristles. Just so we're clear, I really do love the rubber bristles. I don't necessarily love those bushy bristles. I don't have a lot of real estate around the eye area, so I prefer to have those bristles, those rubber bristles. But I don't know, maybe I'll try using the brush from the Lash Idole on the Lancome. I'm sorry, on the L'Oreal, but I don't really want to. Don't want to. Other disappointing products, also from L'Oreal, are actually these eyeliners. They are the Infallible Grip Precision Felt Liquid Eyeliners. They're beautiful shades, but they're felt eyeliners, and I found that the little felt tip is just not long enough for the amount of eye space I have, and the felt just does not distribute product well enough, in my opinion. So I prefer brush eyeliners, liquid liners, but I'm just going to get rid of these. I tried multiple times over. I do not want to make a product work just for the sake of making it work. So I tried using these. I think I used each one of them a few times. I think I used the gray one multiple times, the brown one multiple times. The green one I tried using multiple times, but there are only so many times you can go over the same line and still keep that sharp. So I didn't think that these were particularly precise when it came to actually doing their job. For precision felt liquid liner, it really wasn't. These two eyeliners I actually used up, and they are both the Marc Jacobs highliners in Blacker. I used both of them up, and I am so happy to have gotten my money's worth out of these. There's like literally like nothing coming out here on the second one as well. Like there's the tiniest nub there, but yeah, it's not coming out anymore. Really love these. Really sad they don't make them anymore, but at least I got to use them, unlike the other one, the Odyssey, which I really wanted to use a lot more than these, but didn't get to. And the last makeup product I used up is this Anastasia Beverly Hills eyebrow gel. I love this. This is like super good. I actually have a backup of this already. I also have some Benefit ones, and I'm currently using an It Cosmetics one. So I will be bringing this back into my makeup usage, like daily use, soon. I'll go on to the fragrances only because I have only 2 of those, and they have a ton of skincare after that. So the first one is an absolute favorite, but it wasn't at first. It is the Good Girl Gone Bad by Kilian. This is an incredible fragrance. Oh my god. This is like really stunning, but I have a story to tell with this one, and this is the reason why I love to buy things in travel sizes. So I bought this during the Sephora savings event last year, so spring of 2022. And for some reason, I forgot to open it in time or something, and in time to return it. And when I finally opened it, I was like, crap, I hate it on myself. And because I'd forgotten to return it, I was like, all right, I'll give it a go. So I tried it in the spring, hated it. I tried it in the summer, hated it. I tried it in the fall, fell absolutely in love with this fragrance, so much so that I used all of this up in basically just a few months. I finished it, I think, in February, and only because I was being very precious with it towards the end because I loved it so, so, so very much. I just can't get enough of it. So I love this fragrance definitely during the fall, winter seasons, like the colder seasons. It's got like a depth to it and a complexity. Stunning, stunning fragrance. So I will keep buying it in either this size, which is $50 for the size for 7.5 milliliters, or I will just splurge during the next savings event and just buy it in full size, which is only like 50 milliliters for like $275. So, but it's worth it. I love it so much. I am sad to see this go, but I'm glad I got to enjoy it and discover what season I like it in. The next one is this teeny tiny replica by the Fireplace by Maison Margiela. I use this quite a bit. This is a dabber bottle. I use this quite a bit, and then I moved and I put it in my, box. And in the process of making it from one place to another, this just tipped over, opened up, poured out. I didn't hate it, but I didn't love it enough for me to buy it in full size. So if I at some point get this in like a set of some sort, I'll be very happy to have it, but I guess it's used up. Most of it was on my body, some of it was not. Let's move on to skincare. I'm going to start with like the small product, and the first one is this e.l.f. Skin Pure Skin Cleanser. It was okay. It was really unassuming. Not enough for me to remember, not enough for me to buy full size, not enough for me to recommend or not recommend. So if I were to get this in like a travel size again, I wouldn't say no, but I'm not necessarily going to go out of my way to buy it. The next one is this Elemis Superfood Facial Wash. I don't remember much about it. I did like the fragrance of this. It was a little, yeah, it was a little bit too herby, and it was just too much. So, not going to buy it. The next one is a small itty bitty size, and I'm glad that I only have it in that small itty bitty size, though I think I have another one of these, of the Summer Fridays Jet Lag Mask. I don't know why everybody loves this so much because I didn't really find this to be particularly impressive. I also got this in the same set that I got the Say product in, so I have another one of these. I don't mind it, but I'm not going to buy it in a full size. What I would buy over and over and have bought over and over and finished multiple bottles of is this Laneige Cream Skin Toner and Moisturizer. Finished yet another one of these. Actually, I finished two of these. One moment. Yeah, okay. So I finished two of these, as you can see. The second one, what I did was I cleaned it out and I poured my Cinema Secrets brush cleaner into it because I really like the pore spout on this, and I think that it does the job. And for me, what's better as recycling than actually literally reusing the container? So I cleaned it out, reused it, and I'm happy with it. I have another one of these that I'm currently using. It's somewhere. And then I also have it in this spray bottle. What's interesting is they just came out with another, or like a reformulated one. I might actually buy just the refill of that and use this mister for it, because if I can, why not? One fewer product, or like one fewer piece of packaging to have, lying around in the world, and I'll just keep using it. Yeah, this stuff is like holy grail status for me. Love it. The next item I used up is this It Cosmetics Bye Bye Dullness 15% vitamin C and vitamin E. And I used up, this is completely gone. I love this product, but I don't love the packaging. I don't know if you can see, but the packaging is really nasty around the side. At some point I had it on the side, and it started pouring out, that I took it out and I had to keep it upright. Don't love that, but love the product. What I really loved though is this CosRX Advanced Snail 92 All-in-One Cream. I love this so much. I used it all the way up, and I will be buying this again. I currently have their toner, I believe it is. So I'm going to use that up, and then I'm going to just keep buying this because the toner's okay. The toner's just okay. This one is phenomenal. The snail mucin stuff, oof, So good, so good. Another moisturizer I used up. I was surprised at how much I missed this when I was done with it. It is this Strivectin Multi-Action Super C SPF 30 Vitamin C Moisturizer. This has NIA 114 technology. I don't know what that is, but it was a beautiful product. It had like a really nice smoothness to it when you applied it. I even like this scent. I am sad that I no longer have this because this was a really good product. And the reason I'm sad is because I'm gonna have to buy it and I think it's like $69. So, you know, I'm gonna have to buy it. It's just I can't not be with it. I miss it. I miss it, and I have a lot of moisturizers right now. Another moisturizer I used up is actually the Sickle Fate Plus Restorative Protective Cream. Now, I bought this in December during the sale that the company was having. I think it was like 30% off. And I didn't love it. It was really hard to get out of the tube to make work. Turns out that's because it was so cold in my apartment. And then when it started getting warmer, I only had like up to here left, like not even halfway, like a third of it left, and suddenly it was nice and smooth, and I started loving it again, especially now that I'm using tretinoin regularly, to a point where not only did I use it up, but I think it was Ulta that was having a sale on it, and I bought it. Where is it? I bought another one. See, I have like basically a brand new one, but I've already started using it because this is a really great product. And when it's warmer in the apartment, it's a lot easier to put on. Now, I don't know how I'm going to get around it around winter time. I'm just going to have to probably put it in like a warmer spot. But whoa, this is great. I mean, I couldn't wait to be done with this. And then as I was getting done, I loved it so much, I bought another one. So it's a great product. Let's move on to the sunscreens. I have two empties. One of them is this Innisfree Daily UV Defense Sunscreen in Broad Spectrum SPF 36. I love this product. I think it's a beautiful, beautiful product. Really elegant, very, very nice on the skin. Doesn't leave that greasy look on your skin. Super nice. Works well under makeup. I almost bought another one of these in like the big size, like the double of this during the Sephora savings event, but I took it out because I have a bunch of sunscreens I'm working on right now and in my collection, and these expire moderately quickly. I bought this last year and the expiration date on this was August of this year. So I just want to make sure that I use up the other sunscreens first, at least as much of that as possible before I buy another one of these. But overall, really lovely, really loved it in the winter. Great for skiing. This was so good. Another sunscreen I used up is this Lighthearted Broad Spectrum SPF 30 sunscreen by Sunday Riley. This was a physical sunscreen. It had that pink tone to it. Let's see if I can get any of it out. Yeah, there's like a drop, just a tiny bit that I can get out. Tiny bit. That's enough to put around my eyes, and that's how I loved to use it. I loved to use it around my eyes because everywhere else it left a white cast. But I'm glad to be done with it, mainly because this was expiring in July of this year. So just got under that. I don't like to get, with sunscreens especially, I don't like to get too close to the expiration date because, why am I toying like that with that? Really glad to be done with this one. I don't think I'll be repurchasing it. I also finished this Garnier Skin Active Express 2-in-1 Eye Makeup Remover. This was something I bought when I went to London years and years ago, but I finally finished it. I don't think they have this one in the United States, but I'm done with it. I'm done. Another makeup remover I used up is this Urban Decay Meltdown Makeup Remover Dissolving Spray. Oh, this was really good. This was a really good dissolving spray. But with these sprays, you're not supposed to spray them on your face, but then that kind of defeats the purpose. What is the point of it at that point? Just give me something that I can pour out, like the Garnier. But these are no longer available or not available in the United States, and these are out of my collection. Moving on, I used up this Philosophy body wash in Sugar Plum Fairy. Oh my god, this smells so good. This was lovely. I love their scents, and I actually have the, I think, animal cracker one in my shower right now. But use this up. I love this. I thought it was lovely. Hair care is next. I'm going to start with just a sample. And it is the Amika Dream Routine Overnight Hydration Treatment. I thought this was really too heavy for my fine hair. So I wouldn't do that. I would probably leave it on for like a few hours next time and then wash it out because this was too heavy. This says that you don't have to wash it out. I absolutely have to wash this out. Yeah, no need to rinse in the morning. No, gotta rinse it out. But I just wanted to talk about that really quickly. I also used up this Has Curl Care moisturizing shampoo. This was recommended to me by my dermatologist because I had a lot of dry hair issues. This did nothing, absolutely nothing for my hair. I'm currently working on using the K18 mask in order to improve my hair, and that's been helping. This did not a thing at all. I also used up this L'Oreal LV Dream Length Curls No Build Up Curls Micellar Shampoo, sulfate free. My issue with this one is that it just flattened my hair. It just made it drop. Poof. I also used up this L'Oreal LV Total Repair 5 Repairing Conditioner. Where's the shampoo of this? I know I used up the shampoo of this as well. Really liked that. This was really good. I think that this was one of my favorite products. This is like for damaged hair. I would buy this one again. The last hair care product I used up is this IGK First Class Charcoal Detox Dry Shampoo. I love the way this works. I don't love the smell. I really don't like the smell. So this was a bit of a hard one to use up, but it was part of my project pan. I'll link that below so you can check that out. And I learned how to use it, and it was by putting it on and then walking out the door. Like, I obviously made sure that my hair looked decent, and then I would walk out the door so that the scent would dissipate throughout the day. I know that dry shampoos work best if you put them on and go to sleep so that the oils can get absorbed, but I cannot do it with this one. It is way too strong of a scent for me, but the product is so good. So good. I used to love this. I loved it so much that I've gone through one of these before. I've gone through a mini one of these before, and I have a backup of this. Self tanner. I used up this baby. Yet another one of these. I use these every few months, and I have two more of these in my collection. This is the Saint-Tropez Self Tan Express Advanced 1 Hour Tan Bronzing Mousse. So the way I like to use it or the way I like to use it is by putting this on for about an hour and a half to 2 hours. It's deep enough of a tan for it to look natural on me, but not so deep that it looks unnatural. 1 hour is not enough. And then you rinse this off. You don't wash it off. Don't use any kind of detergent or soap. You literally just rinse this off and it will keep developing. The good thing about this one in particular is that you don't have to keep this on for 8 hours. You keep it on for an hour, 2 hours, or 3 hours. Past 4 hours, it doesn't really do anything according to Saint-Tropez. So that way you can put it on, like, let's say after dinner before you go to sleep. You put it on at 7 o'clock, you rinse it off at 9 o'clock, you get ready for bed, you go to sleep in the morning, your sheets are clean and you're tan, which is amazing. I used up yet another one of these Sol de Janeiro Rio Deo Queirosa 62 fragrance aluminum free deodorants. I mean, I freaking love these. This is my third one. I love this so much that I actually bought one during the Sephora savings event. Same one, but this one now is refillable, which I really appreciate them doing. And you can just pop this out and you can buy another one. Look at that. Beautiful. I really appreciate them doing that, and I will keep buying this because this is a favorite product of mine. Can you please go back in? Okay, thank God, I got scared. So I'm really, really happy to have this one in my life, but I am done with this one. I used up or use this Instant Mani by Olive & June. It's the ones that I'm wearing right now, same brand, but I think this one's a different one. I can't remember which one this is, but it's one of them. I love these. I have multiple backups of these. I really appreciate the number of sizes that they give you, or like the range of sizes that they give you, because I have like wider nails, so these work for me really, really well. I will keep buying them. And finally, I used all four, but I only kept two of these Real Techniques sponges. I am really sad at how frequently I go through these. Brushes don't work as well as sponges do on me, but I try to be mindful of these sponges, and I try not to use up too many at any given point. I currently have two that I'm working with, and I just wash them. I actually learned that the way to wash them in order to get as much of the foundation out of them is by using some oil and dish detergent. So that's what I do, and that seems to be helping, and I try to extend the life for as long as possible. But I do use them up. Eventually you do have to get rid of them, and these are it. Everything up until this point was filmed like a few weeks ago, and since then a lot of other things have come to an end because they had like very little left, or I've decided to declutter something. So I'm just going to include that here so I don't have a ton of stuff in my drawer. So let's get into that really quickly. The first thing I finished is this Trader Joe's Daily Facial Sunscreen Broad Spectrum SPF 40. I'm almost finished with yet another one of these. I love this. I have like 6 of them. I think it's like $8.99. I really love it. I also finished this Tower 28 lip gloss in pistachio. This is one of my favorite lip glosses, favorite shade. I don't necessarily love all their shades, but I do love this particular shade. I have a backup of this. I just haven't opened it yet because I'm currently using up a few lip glosses as part of my project pan. I didn't use this one up, but only because I think I opened it very, very long time ago and then I found it again. And I don't really feel like dealing with an eye infection over mascara, even if it is the Lancome Hypnose Drama. But it is a very beautiful mascara if you're not doing what I did, which is open an expensive mascara and then forget about it. I also used up this Benefit Brow Microfilling Pen. This is the one that has the 3 little prongs. Like, it really, nothing is coming out. This was already too light for me, but because it's in the shade light brown, but I just finished it very quickly, in my opinion. I used up the one thing I did not intend to use up, but I love it so much that I had to keep using it, and is the Makeup by Mario Surreal Skin Foundation in the shade N2. I scraped everything I could. I cannot get to anything here, or I would get this out too. I love this foundation. I will keep rebuying this. I do have a sample of this in the shade N5. So I'm gonna fake tan and see how that works on me. But this shade, N2, or 2N rather, is my perfect like winter shade, and I will buy it the moment summer is over. Just the moment it's over. I also used up this e.l.f. Halo Glow setting powder in the shade Light. This is like my third, I don't remember, probably third one of them. I used up this Verse Day Dissolve cleansing balm. This is really nice. This is actually very nice. Look how much, like it's clean. You can see me through it. This is a really nice cleansing balm, I would say. I prefer, at the drugstore level, I prefer this over the e.l.f. The e.l.f., for some reason, I just, every time I've tried it, it has this graininess and grittiness to it. I did enjoy this. And I would repurchase it. It is, I think, $17.99. I also used up this Pharmacy Green Clean Makeup Melt Away Cleansing Balm. This was a limited edition scent. I don't remember which year. I think it was last year. Really nice. Really nice. I love that I just bought more of these, just different scents. I also used up this Dr. Dennis Gross Vitamin C Plus Lactic Oil-Free Radiant Moisturizer. I really like this. And I have a backup of it. I really enjoyed this. I'm trying to get through all of this as quickly as possible because I know that this video is very long. I know that. The next thing I used up, and also this is, I think, the last skincare item I used up, yeah, is this Clinique Take the Day Off, this little mini. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to fill this up with a full size one that I have and put that in my travel bag. I like to reuse these the packaging because at least I know what's in it. Moving on to hair care, I used up these L'Oreal Everpure sulfate free Simply Clean shampoo and conditioner. So I bought these two and I love it. I love it so much. This is like the third one that I'm using up, the third duo. The first time they sent it to me, and boy, am I glad they did, because I love this stuff so much that I will buy it again. I am currently going through other stuff, but this is going to come back in my life. I really highly recommend it, especially if you have dyed hair, which I do. And it has no fragrance. I appreciate it, or at least no synthetic fragrance. Yeah, it doesn't really smell of anything, so that's really good. I also used up this baby version of the K18 leave-in molecular repair hair mask. I have to sing this one's praises. It is expensive. I regret not buying this in the big size, but I wanted to try it during the Sephora sale. I didn't want to pay 70 something dollars for like a hair treatment that might not work. I had really damaged hair. It was very dry, it was very brittle, it was constantly tangling. I mean, yeah, it was constantly tangling. Look at that. I mean, don't get me wrong, this, like, I need to brush that through, but so that was maybe like not the best example, but it was always tangling down here. And then I use this, and this has saved my hair. This is amazing. I will buy it again during the next Sephora sale, and I will buy it in the big size. I really, really love this, and I really, really recommend it. I also used up a body wash, and this is the Pink Frosted Animal Cracker body wash from Philosophy. I got these, and I get these at TJ Maxx. I don't remember how much this cost. I think it was like 15, 16, maybe even like $17. But I love these, and this scent was actually pretty nice. I have to say, I really enjoyed it. It's just so cute, and it's sweet. I like it. I enjoy this. I recommend this one actually. For feet, I know that sounds weird, but I do love this stuff. So I used up yet another one of these Carousel intensive foot repairs. I love using this on my feet, clearly, and it literally is like a pedicure, like a spa pedicure in a tube. Amazing stuff. And I used up, it's what I'm wearing on my nails actually, the Olive and June press on nails in the color CAG. I believe this one was exclusive to Target. It might still be. I have like three backups of this. So I love this. I clearly love this. Really, really love it. I hope you enjoyed this video. This is all I've finished since I moved into this apartment. I will have more footage going forward after this point about stuff that I used before I moved to this apartment, but this year. So if you want to stay for that and watch that, I will just include it. I may or may not do voiceovers just based on how much time I have available, but I hope to see you in my next video. I will leave totals of how much I used up somewhere in the description and in this video. I will see you soon. Bye.
I used up the Garnier Micellar Cleansing Water. This is in the original pink version. I love this stuff. I also used up the Cinema Secrets Makeup Brush Cleanser. I love this so much. I have a backup of it. I also used up these Nature Lab Perfect Shine conditioners and shampoos. I didn't really love these. There's really nothing to write home to mama about. I also used up this Chorus Foaming Cream Cleanser. I love this stuff. This was the baby version. I have a full size in my bathroom right now. I used up the It Cosmetics Bye Bye Makeup Cleansing Balm. They reformulated that, but I loved it. I also used up this Honest Beauty shampoo and body wash. It was just okay. Nothing special really. And also the CeraVe Hydrating Facial Cleanser. I do like it as a morning cleanser, and I've used it up. I've also used up the Swirl and Sparkle brush cleanser. I really like this. I've gone through multiples of this. I also used up the Skin Fix Your Barrier Protector set. I also used up an extra of the refill. I also used up this all-nighter with vitamin C from Urban Decay. I really liked it. And this hyaluronic acid from Gyokogen. I've gone through bottles of this. I also used up this Caviar Anti-Aging Replenishing Moisture Conditioner. I didn't like this. It didn't do much for me, and I hated the delivery system. I used up 2 more of the Carousel intensive foot repairs. I love this stuff. We'll keep rebuying. And tretinoin. I finished up a small of a 0.25% tretinoin. I also used up this little deluxe size of Becca Moonstone Little Tiny Shimmering Skin Perfector. I do miss this product. I do miss Becca, but they are no longer available to purchase. I also used up this Maracuja Juicy Lip Plump. I don't remember the shade, but my gripe with this is that you can't really get everything out unless you dig in, because I also used up the regular Juicy Lip. Again, shade I don't remember. This one I did dig up because I liked it, but otherwise it doesn't push up. I also used up this Tower 28 Sunny Days sunscreen. I didn't enjoy this. It didn't look very good on my skin. Maybe if my skin was a little bit better prepped. I also finished up this Algenist eye cream. I don't think they make this anymore, but I enjoyed it. I also used up this Bioderma Atoderm body oil. I think it was a shower oil if I remember correctly. Didn't love it, didn't enjoy it, won't buy it. I used up this Nest Indigo Little Tiny Sampler. Don't like it. And this Essence Lash Princess. I do like this one a lot. And finally, I used up this Precisely My Brow Pencil by Benefit. Really like that.